I don't want to cry. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, today's gonna be a completely different video. I feel like this video is really overdue. I've been like sort of putting off filming it because these types of videos... Hello, does my camera want to focus? Hi. Okay guys, so I managed to fix my camera, but that car won't shut up and I don't think it ever will. So that alarm's just gonna be ringing into my head. Oh my God, Jesus, you do exist. Okay guys, so I think the alarm has turned off, but that was a fun way to start this video. Yeah, so today's video is going to be kind of different. I've been meaning to film this video for the longest time, but I've been putting it off for so long just because I've been really nervous to talk about it. My phone just went off, so I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, I've just been really nervous to talk about it again because I have actually made one video on it before. Throughout that whole video, I was just really nervous and didn't really know what to say. Basically, we're just going to be talking about my deformity, my plastic surgery, how that all went down, and like my insecurity with it and everything. So yeah, if you want to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I never know how to start off these videos when it's like not serious. Do I get that promo in or do I just ditch it? Because I don't really, you know what I mean?
You don't know what I mean probably, but it's okay if you don't. It's okay that I know what I mean, and yeah, that did not make sense.
Wow, I'm nervous. I'm never awkward, but like I feel like I'm kind of being awkward. So yeah, as I said, I did one video on it before, like a year ago, literally like 11 months ago. And that video, I thought it was dead, and then suddenly I see it getting like 2K more views. Even in the original video, I was like, I'll probably make another video after I've had it all done. But I kept putting it off because I was so nervous to make it. But yeah, I feel like I needed to do an updated one because everyone is watching that from a year ago before I had all the surgery and everything. I've had it all done now. But yeah, I guess I'll start off from the beginning. If you guys haven't seen my first video on it, I wouldn't recommend watching it. It was when I first started off doing YouTube and I was a little awkward. I hate that video. I was there like spinning around in my chair because I got so nervous and I didn't know what to say and how to talk to a camera. I feel like I'm a bit better at it now, but probably still a bit shit, let's be honest. Basically, I had a deformity. I still kind of do. I don't know. I kind of got it fixed, but I mean, it still looks a bit weird, but like, it looks way better than it did before. But basically, I had a deformity in my left ear. This is what it looks like now. I'll see if I can insert the footage from my old video in now so you guys can see what it looked like before I had all the surgery. You guys can see it's like half of an ear, basically. There's no bottom part of my ear. The lobe is missing. Basically, the technical part of it, I'll get it out of the way. There's 3 parts that make up an ear. I was born with 2 out of the 3 parts. Yeah, I wasn't born with the part that forms the lobe and everything like that. So the ear still tried to form, but it couldn't because it couldn't form properly because the bottom part of it wasn't there. It's called microtia, I think. You guys can look it up if you want to know more detail about it. There's different degrees of it. So the gene that like causes that, I think it's the same gene that causes people to be born like fully without ears and stuff. I don't know about all of it. I haven't looked it up that much. I haven't researched it that much. I probably should have because like it's on my body, but like, oh well. It's really rare. I think I've read something somewhere where it's like 1 in 25,000. That could be so wrong. So if it's wrong, don't come for me. I've never seen anyone else with it. So originality. So yeah, I was born with that. You know, I was fine with it for quite a long time. And then I was around 14, 15. And then people started being really rude to me about it and just making me feel really bad about myself and insecure, I guess. There were comments like, she's pretty minus her ears, hair's constantly down because she's got such ugly ears, just stuff like that. This is the thing, is I accepted it, but I was always still kind of insecure about it. When someone or like multiple people are picking on something that you're already insecure about and already aware of, it just makes you more aware of it and more insecure about it. And just like in the back of your head, are they looking at my ear? Are they looking at my ear? That's how I felt, okay? I kind of want to explain why I got it done because I feel like in the original video, I didn't explain that much. So yeah, people started picking on me for it, and then it sort of like started to get to me more because I never liked my ear. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it was not cute. Like, my parents made me feel better about it because I'd be like,
oh, it's so special.
When it's actually on your body, I feel like it's a different thing. It's kind of like this. If you didn't like your nose and people were constantly asking you, why does your nose look like that? It's like, I was born with it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. If you have an insecurity and people keep asking you about it, then you're like, it just makes you more aware of it, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like I'm really rambling, but like, oh well. I want to like get in detail in this video because I know I didn't in my first video. I would always wear my head down. It was after people started commenting on it more and stuff like that. It made me really aware of it. I'd sort of like accepted it because at my school we had to wear our hair up. I went to a private all-girls school, Christian school. We had to wear our hair up. Because my ear was always on show, I started to not even notice it, to be honest, until people started commenting about it again, and it just made me more aware of it. So then for 6th form, we got to wear our hair down. I never ever didn't wear my hair down. I would pin this part of my hair back because I actually quite like the way I look with my hair like half up kind of thing, but I'd pin this part of my hair back and always have this hair like this. You guys can see this is where my hair is snapped off, but that's not the point of this video. But yeah, I'd always have my hair like that. Yeah, I would always have a side part going this way so people couldn't see my ear, and just to hide it and stuff like that. To put in perspective of how like insecure about it I was, I completely forgot how insecure about it I actually was. I went back on my channel to like my old videos when I very first started watching YouTube. I think they're still on my channel, like still public, which is so embarrassing, so please don't go back and watch them. I mean, if you want to laugh at me you can, but I was the most awkward little thing and you'll probably just like cringe so hard watching it. Yeah, I basically just didn't know how to speak to a camera at all. Kind of embarrassing because it was only a year ago, but yeah. It's weird because me a year ago feels like a different person to me today. Like I feel so much happier today than I did a year ago. Obviously not just because of my ear, like I feel like it is actually contributing factor to it though. Like me a year ago doesn't feel like me. It's really weird, but anyway, I feel like I'm talking about a different person, but like it's me. I was so insecure about it. I went back to one of my old videos. I think it was like a how to contour or something. My hair was like in my face because obviously I wore it down. I needed to scrape it back because when I was like blending it in, it was just getting all in my hair and it was really annoying me. So I needed to scrape my hair back, and I literally went in the video. I was like, guys, I'm so sorry about my ear. Like it's a deformity. I can't do anything about it. I know it's ugly. Like stuff like that. Like I know you guys don't want to see it. Just stuff like that. And it's like, I can see, oh my god, I don't want to cry. It makes me upset like thinking about it. It makes me upset just like thinking about how insecure I was. I'm seriously not even trying to get sympathy right now. Oh my god, that's so ugly. I'm not about to cry. Even myself, I kind of forgot how insecure about it I was. Like I was letting my day sort of be controlled by it. Like I was constantly thinking, can people see my ear? Can people see my ear? I remember when I was still at sixth form before I dropped out, I did physics as one of my subjects, and we had to do a practical where we had to tie our hair up. Obviously, because like I think there was fire or something. You just have to tie your hair up for practicals, if you guys know. I was like, do I have to? Like, what about my ear? Like, I don't want people seeing it. And they were like, you have to tie your hair up. And literally, I was like so insecure about it. As soon as I put it up, someone, like they didn't know there was something wrong with my ear, like fair enough. They went to me, they were like, what's wrong with your ear? Like literally the second I put my hair up, and I was like, okay, like I hate that for us. Like I was just constantly so aware of it. Like I was always living my life being like, can people see it? Can people see it? Can people see it? Like I wasn't letting it control my life, but there were certain things where I would just have it in the back of my head, like just being like, can they see my ear? Do they think I'm really ugly because of my ear? Like constantly in the back of my head, like a constant like insecurity. It was so weird to think about because it doesn't feel like me, but it was me. I'm really not about to cry. That's so ugly. I don't need any sympathy, but like I was constantly aware of it, and I feel like that's why I still always take photos from this side. I mean, I do think it's my better side, this side, but at the same time, I'm still so insecure of this whole side of my face because of my ear. It's really weird to think about. Like, I hate how much I let it get to me. I hate how much I let it get to me, but at the same time I'm glad I got it fixed, and I wish I could have been so confident with it and been like, yes, this is how I am, fuck you, this is me, like deal with it. But I just couldn't, and I'm glad that I got it fixed because I feel like, okay, it's not the only reason why I'm such a happier person, blah blah blah. I feel like it definitely contributed. I'm gonna get into like the actual surgery. I will have inserted a little video or photo or whatever of what my ear looked like before so you guys can see what it looks like, but it basically looks like there's only half of my ear there, which, as I said in my original video, I'm not going to go into too much depth about what I actually got done. Your ear is basically made up of cartilage, so they had to take cartilage from somewhere else in my body. I think it's something like the only cartilage you have is in your nose, your ear, and your rib. So obviously they couldn't take the cartilage from my nose, but they had to take it from somewhere from my body because there's a less risk of rejection or something. So they took it from my rib. I'll show you guys the scar now. It's just here. They took some cartilage from my rib, which is what this scar is. It's quite a big scar. People think I got stabbed. So I got the cartilage attached to my rib in June. I was supposed to have it done in March, but like they had to reschedule it because the dressings person wasn't going to be there or something. I don't really know. They just wanted to make sure my dressings were clean and everything. I get it. So they postponed it 3 months later to June. It was actually just a few weeks before my birthday, like 2-3 weeks before my birthday. Yeah, the operation was something like 4 hours long or something. I don't know. Obviously I was blackout. I actually really liked being under the anesthetic. It was so fun. So yeah, they put me under anesthetic, took the cartilage out, attached it to under my ear. Yeah, that was it. That was fine. It hurt so much. I was on loads of painkillers. Yeah, I was on morphine originally. They gave me dihydrocodeine and paracetamol and Nurofen as well, like ibuprofen and just stuff like that. They gave them to me at like intervals, so because obviously otherwise if they gave me just loads of codeine or loads of ibuprofen or whatever, it would like overdose. So they gave me like codeine 1 hour, then the next hour Nurofen, so it was like a constant painkiller, do you know what I mean? I had to stay overnight. I actually recovered really quickly. They thought I was gonna have to stay like 2 or 3 nights. I only stayed 1 night. Yeah, I got home like the next day, which was good. I kept falling asleep. I couldn't go to college for like a week and a half or something, and I still had like a constant pain in my rib. I remember I went out like a week and a half, 2 weeks later, and I was just sat on the train and I was like, oh my god, like I could feel my rib hurting because obviously there was so much less support there because there wasn't any cartilage. I was just sitting down and I was like, oh my god, like it was so painful. I cannot explain, but it's fine now. I can't feel it now. It's all good. Yeah, I kept falling asleep because of all the painkiller I was on, but other than that I was fine. And then I had another operation which was supposed to be in October. No, it was supposed to be the end of September. Then they put me in for the wrong time, so I had to reschedule it for October, but then I couldn't do that, so we had to reschedule it for later in October. So it was like the end of October I got it done. Once again, they cut from my rib, but it wasn't cartilage. They just cut the skin. They did it in the same place, so I only had 1 scar instead of 2. That was like 2 months ago now, and they put it over the top of my ear. The same time I also got this ear pinned back because it stuck out a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a lot. She was there. She wanted to be seen. She was like, hey, how are you? I'm here. Yeah, so they put the skin on that ear. It looked awful when I came out there, like awful, god awful. I looked at myself in the mirror, I just went, I'm so ugly. All the pain was finished like the next day. It wasn't painful at all. I didn't want people seeing my ear, like it was disgusting. I'll insert a little photo here. Even my sister and her boyfriend were like, your ear's putting me off my food. And I was like, sis, I know, I can't even see it. It's putting me off my food. Like it looked disgusting, but it went away after a week, so that was fine. Yeah, the operation all went fine. That's all that happened with it really. I still can't get it pierced yet. Hopefully I can get it pierced soon. I have this one pierced. I've got my conch, my first and my seconds. I used to have my helix, but I had to take it out when they pinned it back and it closed up. I want my tragus on this ear and then maybe my rook or something. I don't know, I don't want to fuck with it because like I've already had like 2 operations on it. Do I really want a third? Probably not. She also said she'd pierce my ear for me, so shout out to her. Imagine if I go into the hospital like with all the people like, stop eating before 10 o'clock, come here 2 hours early, wait for your time, get put under anesthetic, you can't have any liquid in your system, do you want some numbing cream? And then she just puts a needle through my ear. Imagine being that extra just for a needle through your ear. Like I can relate. But yeah, what I also want to say is that I feel like I sort of joke about it to make it not serious, when in reality like it's kind of weird because like I feel so much more confident even than I did like 2 months ago before I had like the final operation. It's like when I had the first operation I felt so much more confident than before I had it. Then when I had the second operation I felt so much more confident than when I had the first operation. So it's like me now compared to me a year ago before I had any of them. I don't want to think about it too much because it really is like weird, and it's sort of weird that I felt like I had to get it done. But the thing is, I didn't do it for anyone else, I did it for myself, and I feel so much better now that I have it done, which shouldn't be the case, but it is the case. And the thing is, I know there's nothing wrong with it, but in my head I felt like there was. I don't even know if it was me making me feel that way. I feel like I felt that way, and then when other people started talking about it too, it made me feel even worse about it, and I was like, I can't, like I just want to fix it. I feel so much happier now that I've got it fixed though, so I'm glad that I did it. And to me, I don't consider it like, I said this in my first video, but I don't consider it like, ooh, I got plastic surgery, because yeah, at the end of the day, I changed something that was on my face. Well, not kind of on my face, on the side of my head, but like, yeah, I changed something. It's not like I got silicone put on me. I got literal my own cartilage put in me, first of all, so it's like still kind of skin and bone, you know what I mean? Not that that makes any difference, but like it makes sense in my head, and it's like a genuine deformity. I also want to say I didn't actually pay for anything that I got done because it was on the NHS, because it classifies as a deformity. Just a little thing. I probably still would have paid for it. My parents were gonna pay for it. We didn't realize it was on the NHS. I looked into it when I was like a little kid, about 8, and then I never ended up getting it done. I'm glad that I got it done now when I knew it was the right decision, and I wish I could have been there with my old ear, as you can call it, old ear, and been like, this is my biggest insecurity, but I'm still proud of it. Does that even make any sense? That's such like a oxymoron. Oh my god, GCSE English coming in handy. It's kind of like, this is my imperfection, but I'm still proud of it. And I wish I could have done that. If you have like something like this, do that. Like if you are confident in it, I'm so jealous of you, because I wish I could have been confident in it, but I just wasn't. And like, even, oh, it's so weird, because even people not being rude about it, like I remember I would get a few comments on it just being like, oh, like your ears so small or something, like not even like that, just be like, oh, she has really small ears or something like that. But even that would just make me feel so insecure. I know they weren't saying anything bad about it, but like just commenting on it would make me feel so bad about myself. Thing is the person I am now, and I know it's not just because of the ear surgery, like there's other things that's gone on in my life. I don't want to make this so serious, because it's not. It's just a little thing, but to me it wasn't a little thing, and I'm really trying hard not to cry. Yeah, to me when I got the surgery, it was like, I feel like it wasn't just the surgery, but that time when I decided to get the surgery and everything like that, me actually going to my parents, even just to people being like, I don't like this about me, I really hate it, I want to fix it, I want to get that done, I want to do it for me and no one else. This thing, I can handle people being like, she's ugly, her ear's weird, I don't care. I don't care. You can think what you want. It was how it made me feel that made me want to change it. Like, I don't give a fuck if people think my ear's ugly, but when they say it to me and then it starts making me think about it, that's when I give a fuck. It will literally be in my head all the time, like, I can't wear my hair up because my ear looks like that and it's disgusting and I don't want people to see it because I hate it and they'll think it's ugly just as I think it's ugly and stuff like that. Like, honestly, I know it sounds so over dramatic. So over dramatic. To me, it's just mad that something as small as that can such an impact. And I know I've said this so many times and it's kind of annoying me as well how many times I've said it. It's not just that, but it was literally the first step into sort of accepting, like, there's other stuff I don't like about myself. That wasn't the only flipping insecurity I had. It was like the biggest insecurity I had, and like, I feel like a different person. It's weird talking about it because I don't feel like that person anymore, which is so weird. And I know this is the thing, I know I've needed to film this video, but I've been so nervous to film it because I knew I'd get upset about it because I don't mind talking about it like it's no problem. But I think when I was at my most insecure about it was like quite a low time, and I feel like it sort of gave people something to pick on me, and it just made me feel worse. And what I also want to say is, if you have a deformity, if you have something you're insecure about and you want to change it, you feel in your heart you want to change it and you think it will make you a happier person, go for it. Go for it. Honestly, do it. But if you're completely happy with it and you don't give a fuck, I envy you so much and you're the baddest bitch and you rock it. You know what I mean? Like, you rock it. Me personally, I didn't have that confidence with Love and Insecure Queenie. No, I guess I've sort of always been scared to sort of show it because it's something so small but so big to me. It probably won't be that deep to you guys. You'll just be like, who gives a fuck? You're making this way too dramatic. To me, it mattered. I feel like I covered everything. My dogs are crying. Same though. I think the reason I'm getting upset is because I've never actually like talked about it seriously. Like, I've just been like, yeah, I had a deformity, I got it fixed, not that deep. The thing is, what people don't realize is how insecure about it I actually was. I sort of forgot about it, and then when I actually like think about it and look back on it, it just like kind of makes me sad. And like, this is why I was sort of putting off doing this video, because I knew I'd sort of get a bit sad and I didn't want you guys to see me like this. I'm trying to be happy and positive and everything, and I'm not sad and I don't want to cry. I feel like it's kind of necessary. I knew I wanted to film this video to sort of like update you guys. I saw the video that Patrick started on his channel where he was like bold, and I found that like really inspiring, and I wanted to sort of be vulnerable. Ew, never thought you'd hear me say that, but I feel like my channel is very platonic. I don't know if that's the right word. Makeup tutorials, happy, smiley, funny, giggly, and like, I love that. I love that about my channel, and I never ever want to change it. I always want to do makeup and videos that I want to do and I want to create, but I also wanted to create this video, which is more serious and ew. I sort of wanted to show you guys it's okay if you are insecure about something, and it sort of makes me upset that I felt like I had to get it done, but at the same time it does make me upset because I'm so happy that I did get it done. I feel so much better about it. What makes me upset is just like thinking about me at that time and like everything that was going on and everything like that. I don't know. It's the fact that I felt like I had to apologize for literally how I was born, you know what I mean? I would literally say sorry to people when they'd have to see my ear, when like that's just the way I was born. But I'd feel like I'd have to apologize to people if they saw it. And I think that's why I didn't explain in my first video, and that's what I wanted to explain. Oh, I don't want to cry, I really don't want to cry, my makeup looks alright. I didn't want this to be like, my last video was about like my surgery that I was getting done. I didn't want it to be about my surgery. I feel like I didn't explain enough why I wanted to get it done. I'm not looking at the camera right now because I'm trying to stop the tears from falling out my eyes, and I know that's so overdramatic, but I feel like I've rambled on for like literally 30 minutes now, 40 minutes now. Bloody hell, I've got a lot of editing to do. Oh my god. No, the makeup. You're a beauty guru. It's like Laura Lee and her fake tears, but like mine are actually real. I guess what I just want to say, I know this is so hypocritical from me because I want to be like, love yourself the way you were and the way you were made, but like at the end of the day I couldn't. So what I want to say is, people have insecurities, everyone has insecurities, and if you can change something to make yourself a happier person, then you do it. And don't let anyone tell you that you're not allowed to, or you shouldn't get it done, or whatever. You do it if it's going to make you feel happier, because I honestly can say I'm such a happier person. And I know that this is different to like lip fillers or something or whatever, a nose job or whatever. I know it's different, like, you know, it's one of them. It's one of them. It's not even that deep. You couldn't even see it when I had my hair on my ear and stuff like that, but to me it was deep. Like, even when I had my hair on my ear, I'd still be like, shit, can people see it through my hair? You know what I mean? I hate that about myself, but at the same time it is me, so I can't say I didn't do it. Like, I did it and I'm just gonna own it. Like, yes sis. I guess that's all I want to to say for my video is I wanted to explain it to you guys because people have asked about it, and I've seen you guys watching my plastic surgery video the first time. Like, I've seen the views on it go up, and I'm like, no sis, no, that's not happening. That video is so awkward, and I want to do an updated version so you guys can watch this instead of that old video from a year ago before I even had it done. I wanted to explain it more. I feel like in the last video I didn't explain it enough, and that's sort of why I wanted to do this. I feel like this video was way more raw, me actually talking to you guys. I didn't know what I was talking about last time. I was trying to talk for like 10 minutes and I couldn't do it, but here I am babbling for like 45. I feel like I explained everything. I hope I explained everything. That's it for today's video. I know it was different, and I know some of you guys may not have cared, but I wanted to do it anyway. So if you guys did enjoy it, feel free to leave a like and comment and whatever. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one, which will be more normal and not me getting all sad and weird. And yeah, bye, love you. Mwah.